Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some of the stocks on the move today. We can do that with Bloomberg's Carmen Reineke. Carmen, what are you looking at today?
Yeah, so the first thing I'm looking at today is Moderna, ticker MRNA. And so this is up about 10% right now, most since February 13th. So the company agreed to pay $950 million to settle litigation related to the delivery technology behind its COVID shot. And this is important because it removes sort of a key financial risk for the vaccine maker, which has really struggled in the last few years. So this jump looks pretty significant. The other thing I wanted to point out is that year to date, it's up 86%. And this is a really banger start to the year for this stock. It's been down double digits for the last 4 years in a row. So starting to see some investor turnaround here and buying back into shares of Moderna.
Carmen, another stock that had a big turnaround, Abercrombie Finch. What's going on over there?
Yeah, so shares of Abercrombie Finch, which ticker is ANF, they're down about 4.5% right now. Looking like, so just on a little bit of a declining streak there. So the retailer gave a forecast for first quarter net sales growth and profits that were lower than consensus estimates. Fourth quarter comparable sales also missed, specifically because Hollister growth failed to reach expectations. The name I haven't heard in a while. I think it's mostly geared towards teens.
Early 2000s throwback.
Yeah, seriously. So the other thing that was interesting here, the company said they see a small sales headwind from the Middle East conflict, and they noted that their guidance does include the estimated impact of the 15% tariff. They expect that to remain in effect for fiscal 2026, and they're not anticipating any potential refunds or recoveries of tariffs. So this is one that has been hit hard by the tariff story and is, continuing to see that be an overhang.
Brown-Forman?
Yes. So shares of Brown-Forman, I'm looking at the B shares, so BF/B, down 8% right now. And this is interesting because they were actually up.
This is the booze company, right?
Yes, this is the maker of Jack Daniels, among many other things. I have a full portfolio. So shares were up pre-market. It looked like, their earnings were pretty solid, sort of beat the average analyst estimate, and it sells better. But the stock has really fallen now in the regular session. So it looks like investors are reacting to headwinds from consumer uncertainty, lower non-branded sales of used barrels. And I also wanted to point out that Diageo, who owns Guinness Stout and Johnnie Walker Whiskey, had a disappointing earnings report last month. So that cut its sales guidance due to further weakness in the U.S. market and reduced its dividends. So it seems like there's just some negative sentiment here around alcohol stocks in general that might also be weighing down Brown-Forman today.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.